class, so today we're going to work on lesson 4, and lesson 4 is very similar to lesson 3, except that today we're going to be only working on subtracting multiples of 100. Yesterday we did adding multiples of 100 and we were using the arrow strategy, the arrow way, and that's what we're going to be doing today, but instead all of our problems are going to be subtraction problems. So let's get started. So the first problem I'm going to talk about is if we were to see a number and it was 430 take away 200, how could we figure that out? So the one thing is that we could do this doing the arrow way, and that's the strategy that these lessons want you to practice, even though we know that there's other strategies that we can use. So remember, this is just another tool to use. Okay, so if I had 430, I need to instead count back by hundreds. So if I did 430, I could say 430 take away 100. That means this number is getting taken away by 1 because it's in the hundreds place. 430 take away 100 leaves us with 330. Okay, so right now we've only taken away 100. We need to take away another 100. Take away 100. And so then that means that this place value spot, the 3, is also getting taken away by 1. So then our final answer is 230. So 430, take away 200, done with the arrow way, gets us our answer as 230. Okay? And so I'm going to write that here. So now let's make it a little harder. Let's say we have 430 and this time we want to take away 220. Okay, and we're still going to use the arrow way, but this time we're going to be taking away 2 hundreds and then 2 tens because that's 20. So let's try. 430 take away 100 gets us to 330. Take away another 100 gets us to 230. Now I'm not done. I still have to keep taking away some tens now. So I have to take away 110, and that gets me to 220. Take away one more 10, gets me to 210 because I took away a 1 from this tens place, and then I had to take away a 1 from that tens place, and that gets me my final answer, which is 210. Okay, so in this one, I took away 100, 200, 210, 220, which is what was being asked. So this is the arrow way going backward with subtraction. So now let's look at a problem like this one, 440 take away 260. If we were to do this problem in vertical form, we would have to do some regrouping because we're going to be taking away a tens number that's larger than in the whole number that we have. So let's see a couple different ways that we can go about doing this. So if I have 440 and I'm going to use the arrow way, I can first take away some of my tens place. So I could try to do 440 take away 20, and that gets me to 420. Take away another 20, because 20, 40, and I'm trying to take away 60. So 420 take away another 20 gets me to 400. Take away another 20. This is when I would have to normally regroup. 400 take away 20 would get me to 300. Oops, sorry. I'm about to say 380. So right now I've taken away 20, 40, 60. Now I just have to take away 200. Take away 200 from my 380, and that leaves me with 180 as my final answer. Okay, so that's one way where you can kind of break apart your tens place numbers into smaller pieces where you can see multiples of 20 as you subtract, and then you take away the hundreds place. So that's one way to do it. Another way would be taking away 240 because we see if I take away 40 first, then I would get a benchmark number. So let's see. If I did 440 take away 240, that would get me to just 200. And then I would just have to take away another 20, which would get me to 180. So that one was kind of more about making a benchmark number from doing some subtraction. So taking away 240 and then another 20, that's still 260. So that's just another way to go about doing it. So some of these ones you can kind of do little steps that could help you. If it still is too hard for you to do this, you can always do the long way where you take away 200 and then 6 tens. So let me show that way one more time. I'm going to erase these ones just so I have room to show you the long way. Okay. And the long way, there's nothing wrong with the long way. It's just you have to be patient while you're doing it the longer way. So 440, and I'm going to take away 100, gets me to 340. Take away another 100, gets me to 240. And then now I have to take away 6 tens because that's 60. So here I go. Take away 10, 230, take away 10, 220, take away 10, 210, take away another 10, and now we're at our benchmark number, 200. And now this is the hardest part for some of you, which is now we're going into the hundreds, we're not in 200s anymore. So if we take away another 10, that gets us to 190. Take away another 10 gets us to 180. So let's just double check that I counted 6 tens. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, which was here. And then I have my 100, 200, which was my 260. And so I did come up with my final answer, which was 180. This is just the longer way of checking your work. Okay, so again, you could do it in a couple different steps. It doesn't really matter which way you go. You can always start by subtracting the tens first. You can start by subtracting the hundreds first. I want you to do what is most comfortable for you and makes the most sense. The other part of your math is to do some unit form subtraction. So we did this yesterday, but we did it with addition, and now we're going to be doing it with subtraction. So here's our equation. 67 tens take away 30 tens equals blank tens. So we can go about doing this just like a normal problem. It'd be kind of like saying, well, what's 67 take away 30, okay? And if I were to try to write this in vertical form, that could help me out just to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. 7 take away 0 leaves me with 7. And 6 take away 3 leaves me with 3. So right now my answer is 37 tens. Because it's kind of like saying if I had 67, and I'm not going to draw it out, 67 10 sticks, and I take away 30 10 sticks, how many 10 sticks will I have left over? That would leave me with 37 10 sticks, okay? So even though it's not asking you for the entire large number, it's asking if you had all these 10 sticks and you took away 30 of those 10 sticks, how many 10 sticks would you have left, okay? So it would take you a long time to draw all of this out, so that's why we can use an equation instead to help us solve these answers. So then you have a problem that asks you, what is the value of 10 tens? So the value means what's the full amount of that number? What's the answer to 10 tens? And we talked in class that we could draw pictures or write it out as an equation or any strategy to help us solve these kind of problems. So 10 tens is like if I said I had 10 10 sticks. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd be like saying there is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. The value of 10 sticks is 100. So that would be your answer. But now we're going to start getting into larger numbers. So this is something that we need to have memorized. 10 tens is the same as 100. Okay? So what if I said now, what is the value of 20 tens? Okay? Well, if we know that 10 tens equals 100, then we should be able to figure out that 20 tens is equal to 200, okay? Because that would be like doubling what we already have. That would be like saying, well, we have 10 tens in it plus 10 tens equals 20. That'd be like saying 100 plus 100 equals 200, okay? What if I said, what is the value of 30 tens? 30 tens is the same as, and you could probably see a pattern here, 300. Okay. Then what could be the value of 36 tens? So now we're adding 36, and I see now I have something that's in my ones place. If I were to draw this out, I would have 36 10 sticks. So let's see. I'd have 10, 20, 30, and then 6. Okay, if I were to count these by tens, that would be 10 tens is 100, 200, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360. Okay. So when you start to see a number like 36 or 46, you're having 10 tens added up, plus you're adding extra 10 sticks to it. Okay. So what if I said 56 tens? Well, that'd be like saying I have a bunch of tens in here. I have 50 tens and 6 tens. So 50 tens is the same as 500. And then 60 left over. So 560 is the same as 56 tens. Okay? So if it helps to draw it out, you can. It's just going to take you a very long time, but there is a pattern that starts to happen within these numbers. 10 tens is the same as 100. And if you remember this, it'll help you solve all of the harder problems that we start to get. Okay?